everyone. I welcome you all to Focus of the Day session of ANALYST IAS. In this particular session, we will discuss about the topic General Consent for CBI. We will discuss this particular news in the following series. First, why it is in news, followed by about general consent, followed by prelims practice question, followed by mains practice question. But before we start our discussion, I want you all to be informed about Polity class of Analyst IAS, which will start from 21st of November, CSAT class of Analyst IAS, which will start from 14th of November, and current 365 class of Analyst IAS, which will start from 9th of January. And along with that, we will also start Public Administration course. So you can inquire about any of the following course on the given number. And you can also visit our official address, that is in Old Rajinder Nagar Market. So now let's move on toward our topic of discussion and see why general consent is in news. The government of Chief Minister Eknath Shinde on Friday restored general consent to the CBI to investigate cases in Maharashtra, reversing the decision of the state's previous Uddhav Thackeray-led MVA government. So this brings general consent into news. Now we will discuss about CBI first. It is the main investigating agency of the central government for cases related to corruption and major criminal probes. It has its origin in the Special Police Establishment set up in 1941 to probe bribery and corruption during World War II. CBI was set up by a resolution of the Ministry of Home Affairs in 1963 after the Santhanam Committee recommendation, and the superintendence of the CBI rests with CVC in corruption cases and with the Department of Personnel and Training in other matters. Presently, it acts as an attached body under DOPT. Although DSPE Acts give legal power to CBI, CBI is not a statutory body. This is very important point. CBI is not a statutory body as word CBI is not mentioned in DSPE Act. Indian agency to coordinate investigation on behalf of Interpol member countries. So this was about CBI. Now we will see the jurisdiction of CBI. The cases which are essentially against central government employee or concerning affairs of the central government, the cases in which the financial interest of the central government are involved, and the cases related to the breaches of the central law with the enforcement of which the government of India is mainly concerned. Other jurisdiction is big cases of fraud, cheating and embezzlement and the like relating to companies in which large fraud are involved, and similar other cases when committed by organized gang or professional criminals having ramification in several states. Other jurisdiction include cases having interstate and international ramification and involving several official agencies, where from all angles it is considered necessary that a single investigating agency should be in charge of this particular investigation. So here CBI will go for further inquiry. So these were the jurisdiction of CBI. Now we will discuss our topic, that is what is general consent. There are two kinds of consent which is given to CBI. First one is case specific consent and second one is general consent. So the first one, that is case specific consent, is given that the CBI has jurisdiction only over the central government department and the employees. So it can investigate a case involving state government employee or a violent crime in a given state only after that state government give its consent. So this was case specific consent. Now what is general consent? General consent is normally given to help the CBI seamlessly conduct its investigation into cases of corruption against central government employee in the concerned state. Almost all states have given such consent. Otherwise, the CBI would inquire the consent in every case. So now we will see which state have not given the general consent to the CBI. These include 8 states which have withdrawn consent to the CBI. First one is Punjab, second one is Rajasthan, third one is West Bengal, fourth one is Jharkhand, fifth one is Chhattisgarh, sixth one is Kerala, seventh one is Mizoram, and eighth one is Meghalaya. These 8 states have withdrawn consent to the CBI. All except Mizoram and Meghalaya are ruled by opposition this time. So now let's move on further and see, can withdrawal means that the CBI can no longer probe any case? So we will answer this particular question. The CBI would still have the power to investigate old cases registered when general consent existed. Also, cases registered anywhere else in the country but involving people stationed in state which have withdrawn consent would allow CBI's jurisdiction to extend to these states. And if High Court or the Supreme Court rules that there is a need for CBI investigation, then it is deemed that the consent of the state government is there and the central government notifies. So these were the cases. If the state has not given general consent, then also CBI can inquire. Now we will see about the various court ruling related to this particular general consent. Calcutta High Court recently ruled in a case of illegal coal mining and cattle smuggling being investigated by the CBI that the central agency cannot be stopped from probing an employee of the central government in another state. The order has been challenged in the Supreme Court further. In Vinay Mishra versus CBI, Calcutta High Court ruled in July this year that the corruption cases must be treated equally across the country and a central government employee could not be distinguished just because his office was located in a state that had withdrawn general consent. And the High Court also said that withdrawal of the consent would apply in cases where only employees of the state government were involved. So this was various court ruling with regard to the general consent. Now we will move on toward our prelims practice question, which says, with reference to the consent for the CBI, consider the following statement. First statement is, the general consent is given to the CBI by the state for investigating general as well as specific cases. The second statement is, the CBI's position to investigate cases is same as that of the National Investigating Agency. So you have to pick up the correct statement given in the code below. Your first option is 1 only. Your second option is 2 only. And your third option is both 1 and 2. And your fourth option is neither 1 nor 2. So you have to select the correct statement and write it in comment box. I will answer this particular question in my next video. Now let's discuss yesterday's question, which said, consider the following statement regarding the Global Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, that is CDRI. First, it envisions enabling measurable reduction in infrastructure losses from disaster and extreme climate event. Second, it is launched by French government. So the incorrect statement in this is B, 2 only. It was launched by both French and Indian government. Now we will move on toward our mains practice question, which says the jurisdiction of the CBI regarding lodging an FIR and conducting probe within a particular state is being questioned by various states. However, the power of the states to withhold consent to the CBI is not absolute. Explain with a specific reference to the federal character of the India. You have to answer this particular question in 250 words. Write your answer and send it to us on our WhatsApp number to get it reviewed. So this is all for today. Stay tuned with Analyst IAS to get further update. Thank you.